It's through a pageant, a selection or audition, or how did it go about?
We represented Parañaque
Yes,
City.
and at least state your name, first and full name.
Hello, my name is Justine Gianna Topacio. I'm 21 years old, and I'm your Miss Philippines Art in Parañaque City. So I chose to represent Parañaque because it felt quite natural for me to do so, having living in Parañaque all my life. So I auditioned for Miss Philippines Earth prior to them releasing the call for delegates because I knew that I really wanted to join Miss Philippines Earth. So therefore I got an early interview and thankfully I got the opportunity.
You get a chance to be part of the 25th year
Yes,
anniversary of Miss Philippines Earth. But how does it feel competing with lovely candidates of Miss Philippines Earth 2025?
It's been so incredible, especially because these are all brilliant women who have their own unique way of contributing to the environment. So just being able to exchange ideas with them has been important.
What will push you to join Miss Philippines Earth?
Well, this is my first pageant and I've always loved nature, so I knew that this was the right pageant for me because it is environmentally based and advocacy driven. So that is why I chose Miss Philippines Earth.
Speaking of advocacy, can you tell us about your advocacy?
So the advocacy that I chose is creativity and culture for the earth. I've always loved the arts, it's been a passion of mine, and I wanted to see if I could find a way to bring that into helping the environment. So I've been interviewing artists on how they've been using their platforms for supporting sustainability, and I've just been finding different ways to tap into our cultural heritage and how to use the creative arts because I think that it's a great way to foster reconnection with the earth.
Justine, how's the pressure, especially this is your first national pageant?
Well, I think that there's a lot of expectations that I have even for myself, but when I get lost in it, I just make sure to ground myself in my why because my why is really the more love nature, and when I focus on that, I kind of lose the expectations for everything else.
Okay, and how is the support of all the your community in Parañaque?
Well, it's been really incredible. Every time somebody from Parañaque finds out, they've been very supportive, and not only to me, but in supporting my cause as well. So that's something I've been very grateful for.
Why do you think we should put interest on these festivals?
Well, I think that I have a unique take in what I'm trying to do, especially releasing my love for the arts, and that is something that I am developing in my own project called Threads of the Earth. So as I mentioned, I'm interviewing artists, and I'm also developing my own projects, which will be seeing very soon.
Justine, who is your favorite Miss Philippines?
It is a very difficult decision to make. One of my favorites is the representative of Parañaque, I think in 2021. It's Neela Al-Shirbaji. I think she's a very authentic queen. And fun fact is that I actually met her when I was first 8 years old. So it was really lovely to see that she represented Parañaque and Bukid. And now that I'm representing Parañaque, it's even more special.
Did you ask any advice from her?
No, I haven't been in contact with her for a while, but I would love to actually reach out to her soon because it would be a great discussion.
So how was your preparation so far?
It's been a lot of studying because I've been trying my best to go into this competition being well informed. I'm not the perfect environmental advocate yet, but I'm getting better every day. So it's a lot of mental preparation mostly.
What is the best advice that mom gave you when you're joining her at this Philippines?
I think it was to channel any nervousness into excitement because it takes the same amount of energy.
Justine, anong distinct characteristics ng isang Parañaque niya that would you like to bring to the stage of Miss Philippines Earth and carry to your fellow Earthworms?
Well, prior to joining the competition, I was participating already environmentally in Parañaque because we have a place called Parañaque Wetland Park in which we've been conducting monthly coastal cleanups and bird watching, and I think that the fact that we have that space that is very honored in Parañaque means that we are devoted to the environment and we have great waste management systems in place as well. So that kind of mindfulness towards that is something that I want to bring to the Miss Philippines Art competition.
Okay. Justine, right, so there's a lot of beauty pageant. So why do you
Once I found out that it was a very purposeful and a focus-driven pageant. I knew that I could make something meaningful out of that, and it felt very aligned with me. So that is why I chose Miss Philippines Earth.
So, how do you feel competing at during the 25th year celebration of Miss Philippines Earth? So definitely the expectations from the candidates, from the organization is high. So how do you feel?
I actually feel very honored most of all. I mean, this is such a special year. It's the silver anniversary, so it's expected to be grand and beautiful. But I'm mostly just excited to bring in my 101% so that I just put myself as worthy as your silver lining queen.
Justine, can you give us the interesting facts about you that you want to share with us?
Okay, so probably the first one is that I'm an opera singer.
Opera singer.
Sample.
Sample, just a few lines. And the second one, interesting.
So the second one is I've been
Dancer
Kung dancer yung nanay ko siya.
So the second fun fact is that I've been homeschooled for all of my life actually. So it's been an interesting education system so that I could focus on my music because I started singing soprano at 2 years old, and once my parents discovered that, they wanted me to focus on cultivating that interest. So that is why and the third experience is that when I was 19, I decided to solo travel on my own for like most of the year. So I went around to Europe by myself and I did my own itinerary and I learned a lot of things from that experience.
Which one's your favorite country?
I really love Paris and France because of the art, because I've always been interested in the arts and that has like so many lovely museums that I've always dreamt of visiting as a child. So that was my favorite.
What's your favorite opera song?
I think you'll be hearing it in the talent competition coming up in July 29, but it's called Nella Fantasia.
Sample naman.
No, you're gonna have to wait till
Talent.
talent competition. We're gonna go for gold.
When is the talent competition?
July 29, if I'm not mistaken.
Next week. Next week.
What do you look forward to gain at the Philippines Earth candidate?
I'm learning so much already, so I think I'm just wanting to gain more knowledge, and I'm being exposed to so many situations and new people who are so much more well informed about the environment than I am. So being able to be absorbing everything from them has been a real privilege.
Any expectation, not specifically meaning, but any expectation
I'm
sa
trying
pagkali mo?
to really do my best and to just become a better environmental advocate. If I can walk away as a better advocate for the earth, I think I've already considered that as a win.
Hashtag silver lining. What is that silver lining experience that you like to impart to other teen eco warriors out there?
Sorry, can you repeat
What is
that?
that silver lining experience that you like to impart to other teen warriors out there?
Okay, so when I was a teen who was first getting into the environmental problems, you know, it felt very scary for me. I was filled with a lot of pride. It felt so detrimental. Like, what could I actually do to solve this problem? But something that I learned here in Miss Philippines Earth, collaborating with all of these girls, is that, you know, working towards the environment can actually be so fun, so enjoyable, so inspiring, and that for me is the silver lining. That's hope that is cultivated between us delegates, and that's something that I hope that I can impart onto young eco warriors as well.
Justine, any proposal project to the government that you think would benefit the environment, especially now, super flooded in Metro Manila?
So, well, in terms of flooding, you know, our natural protected systems, we all know, are trees and mangroves. And in Parañaque, we have the Parañaque Wetland Park, and we're really working towards cultivating and protecting those mangroves. So I think that if we always reinforce that protection and make sure that we're not demolishing it instead, it's really helpful in mitigating natural disasters.
Okay. I think to close the mini interview, I think introduce yourself like, I am Justine Gianna, 21, representing Parañaque City. Sa kanila, Parañaque. Sa kanila naman.
So my name is Justine Gianna. I'm 21 years old and I'm your Miss Philippines Earth, Parañaque City.
Justine, one last question.
No?
From me. Why should you be the next Miss Philippines?
I believe that I should be your silver lining queen because this is not just a company. This is not just a next big achievement, and I'm not doing this just to win. I'm doing this because I care for the environment, and I am living the incandescence of my purpose every day.
You're the this type naman.
Yung introduction.
My name is Justine Gianna. I'm 21 years old, and I'm your Miss Philippines Earth, Parañaque City.
And then why should we be the next Miss Philippines?
I believe that I should be your next silver lining queen because I carry my purpose with me every single day. It's not just something that I'm doing for the next big achievement or to win the crown. It's because I really care for the environment. So that is why I think that I should be because I carry the incandescence of my purpose.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck. Okay.
Thank you.
Love it!
So much guys for watching.